Good afternoon, Holotable Heroes. We've got another news update coming at you. We've got a kit reveal from Bo Katan. So let's go have a look at it first. I'm going to read it through with you guys right now. All right. So here's the drop coming in from Doja Fett here. He's got Bo Katan, obviously a leader. Call Mandalorians to assist, dealing more damage every time they do so, and all Mandalorians recover health protection when they attack out of turn. So it looks sort of like, just at a glance at what this card is showing us, it's looking like maybe Geo's Mark II, like another Geo-like team where it's going to be, calling some of these guys in to come do this stuff. But I mean, it's a little bit interesting that they don't have synergies with ISC and Gar Saxon, which is basically what's going to happen because no one's going to put the Mandalorian with them, I don't think. Actually, when you think about it, all those attacks out of turn and stuff might be good for the Whistling Birds. I don't know if that's the best use of it, but with guys like Canderous, Sabine, stuff doing a bunch of attacks, it could be interesting. Anyway, we'll have to see what somebody can do. I don't have Beskar Mando unlocked yet, even because I'm still behind on IG 11 by I think about 30 shards or something. I think that's the last one I need. Anyway, coming up here, let's see. It's a marquee event, so there's gonna be another marquee. This is really building towards something. And here's the thing: it can't be a Galactic Legends just too early in the show. So it's got to be that epic confrontation, and it's got to be what I think it was Fatalorian was talking about when I was chatting with him about it, or it's got to be Spear Mando. It's gonna, or maybe it was Ando who said it. It could have been Ando, but yeah, I think it's gonna be that Spear Mandalorian, doing the epic confrontation against Moff Gideon. That makes the most sense to me. Remember, guys, we're still missing an Imperial remnant. So expect another character, whether that's going to be a legendary or, I would imagine it would be a legendary Imperial remnant to go off on the backside of, your hero's journey Mandalorian, and then those are part of the epic confrontation. I can see that. Or maybe the what you unlock in the epic confrontation is going to be, something like this. But that's sort of where I'm seeing where this is going. Once again, I think this is way too early in the show for a Galactic Legend, although this building towards Mandalorian stuff is just, it's interesting because they've already said they want Galactic Legends to be the final iteration of the character, right? So, Supreme Leader Kylo is the last version. You got Rey is the last version of Rey. You've got, Master Luke instead of, Ninja Pajama Luke, as the Galactic Legend. You've got Sith Eternal as the Galactic Legend instead of something else. So, yeah, I definitely don't think we're gonna see a Galactic Legend just because it will not be the final version of the Mandalorian because there's gonna be many more seasons. So definitely don't expect that, or I don't expect that. Anyway. So Canderous, unique ability, and Sabine's special 2 have been updated to synergize with the Mandalorian tag. Roger that. Leader, inspiration, we don't really go into that. Unsurprisingly, the Mandalorians create the core of the squad. Yeah, we got that. Yeah, I was going to say, that's about the only reason I could see putting Beskar Mando in this team, is he's going to build a shit ton of Whistling Birds really, really quickly. I don't know if this is the best use of armor because of armor is like plug and play ability. But once again, we're gonna have to see when this team comes out, when we get people who have these characters geared up and are ready to go. So anyway, yeah. So here's Canderous Ordo's update. He says gains 10% health heal for each Old Republic, Mandalorian, and Scoundrel ally. Whenever he deals damage, does his thing. All right. Deal physical damage to all enemies. Stagger them for 2 turns. Expose target enemy for 2 turns. For each active Mandalorian and Phoenix ally, deal 15% more damage. So just adding the Mandalorian tag there. Mandalorian and Phoenix allies gain crit chance up, offense up. It scores critical hit. They reduce Sabine's cooldowns by 2. Huh. I can't even remember if that was in her thing. I just never use her. Let's see. Yeah, so Stronger Together only works when Bo Katan is alive, as you'd imagine. Let's get to the actual kit and go have a look here. All right. So, practice aim, the basic physical damage to target enemy. If it's Bo Katan's turn, inflict vulnerability for 1 turn, otherwise deal 50% more damage. Huh. I mean, her attacking out of turn, that's going to be pretty solid with 50% more damage. That could be pretty good. Crippling Strike, cooldown 4, dispel all buffs on all enemies, then daze them for 2 turns, deal physical damage to them. That AoE daze is pretty nice. We've seen that with Moff Gideon as well, these recent things, more AoE daze. So that's kind of interesting. At start of battle, this is the Zeta for Stronger Together. At start of battle, Mandalorian allies gain 20% max protection for each Mandalorian ally until the first time Bo Katan is defeated. Whenever a Mandalorian attacks out of turn, Mandalorian allies recover 8% health and protection. It's pretty good. That's a pretty damn strong thing. I did expect a Mandalorian leader to come in that was going to boost up their base stats and stuff. And so that looks like that's what that's going to do. Just give them a little bit tankier and such. So there's that. Okay, here's the leader. Unite the clans. Whenever a Mandalorian ally uses a basic ability during their turn, they call another random Mandalorian ally to assist, dealing 20% less damage. Whenever a Mandalorian ally attacks out of turn, they gain 25% crit damage, max 5 stacks, until the end of their next turn. Okay. So, yeah, okay. So the more they get called, they're going to be doing more damage. At start of the encounter, all Mandalorian allies granted ability Ancestral Armor. Ancestral Armor, dispel all debuffs on this character, then gain defense up, taunt, and tenacity up for 2 turns. I mean, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Doesn't seem groundbreaking, but seems pretty cool. It's going to make that Mandalorian team sort of like a Geo's, where you've got all those attacks out of turn and recovery and such. So that could be a fun team, especially a decent team to throw on defense or whatever, is that doesn't appear to be nestable either. With the days, basically would be a big one. It's like the days would really stop a nest on that. And then when you add in stuff like armor, would be dropping armor shred if it has armor, and then you've got Jango can do big bombs if they've got Jango in there. Stagger coming out from Sabine as well would be pretty handy. There's a lot going on there. Ultimately, it seems like it'll be a sort of Mon Mothma or Bugs style team where it's great on offense, or it's, you know, has its uses on offense, and also is kind of tricky on defense. So that's it for that. It was a pretty basic kit comparatively to all of the really specific and complicated things they've released recently. So go ahead and expect to have Bo Katan dropping soon as a marquee. And as always, guys, take care, have a good one, and we'll see you after this week break of GAC.